If you're looking to buy a stacked NBA 2K account with max badges and more, visit sportstmb.com. He has been in the community for years and has hundreds of reviews. Click the first link in the description to get your account today.
Pull up, we bustin', not for discussion. We play with drums like shit is percussion. Stay with a hammer like this is construction. Drink too much Henny, might shoot up.
What's good, YouTube? My name is Clutch. We're back with another video. Today's video with the top 3 best shooting guard builds as of patch 14 in NBA 2K20. Now, like I said in every single of my top 3 build videos, these videos do take a long time to make. So if you can show your appreciation by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, it would really mean a lot. And it will give me more motivation to make this sort of content. One last thing, there are going to be timestamps in the comment section below. The pinned comment is going to be timestamps for all 3 builds. Make sure you guys do like that comment. Now to get straight into the video, the very first build is going to be a slashing playmaker. Make sure you guys make it a shooting guard, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now moving on to skill breakdowns build, man. There's two skill breakdowns, my bad, to make a slashing playmaker. I'm pretty sure this one and all playmaking. Today we're going all playmaking, so make sure you guys do pick this. Moving on to physical profile, this build, man, either all agility or agility and vertical. Personally, I feel like your best bet is going all agility, but if you want some other pie chart, go ahead. Moving on to that, just make sure you guys do it just like this, so you get the maximum badge as possible. Max out your close shot, driving layup, and your driving dunk, and put your staying dunk +2 to a 28, so you get 10 finishing badges. Moving on to shooting, max out your mid-range, 3-pointer, free throw, and your post fade. Put this up until you get 15 shooting badges, which I think you put it to a 76. Moving on to playmaking, put your pass accuracy 1 below the max to a 94, and max out your ball handle, so you get 27 playmaking badges. Moving on to defense, put your interior defense to a 48, max out perimeter, lateral, and the steal. Put your block up to a 38, just like that, and max out your defensive rebounding. And this one upgrade, just put on the block, so you get 8 defensive rebounding badges. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 10 finishing, 15 shooting, 27 playmaking, 8 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 60 badges for the slashing playmaker build. Really nice. You're good in every single stat. You got good finishing, you got good shooting, you got good playmaking, and good defense. Move on to service demand. Body shape does not matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter whatsoever. If you want to make your player skinny because it's a guard, but honestly, I'm going to make my player burly. I like my player being big. Move on to the height. I'm going to recommend to keep it at 6'5". It's going to be a very nice height. Now for the weight, take this down to 178 pounds. The reason I'm choosing an oddball weight is because if you go below that, you don't gain anything at all. You're just losing -1 strength. There's literally no reason at all. So go 178 pounds. Moving on to the wingspan of this build. I would advise you guys to minimize your wingspan all the way down so you get some better shooting. It's just going to help you shoot better. You're going to have 80 shooting when you're a 99 overall. Moving on to takeovers with build, man. It's either playmaker, shot creator, or slasher. Honestly, you can pick either playmaker or slasher. You do have 27 playmaking badges, so if you want playmaker, go ahead. This build is going to be able to get contact dunks, so slasher is also another good option. It's up to you. Honestly, with this build, I think I'm gonna just go slasher. I like picking slasher. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a slashing playmaker similar to Pete Maravich, Devin Booker, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Very nice build. Now to get straight into the best badges like I do in every single of my videos. We're to get straight into it. 60 badges is a lot for a guard build. Put this to 99 overall real quick. Now you guys can see you have an 80 driving dunk. You have to wait until you hit 99 overall to get the pro contact dunks, and if you hit 99.9 overall, you get another +1. So at 99.9 overall, you will be able to lock the small and elite contact dunks, so keep that in mind with this build. 10 finishing badges. You definitely want your contact finisher on gold, fancy fork, and slithery finisher. Those 3 badges without a doubt have to be on gold. One upgrade left, I would just throw on Giant Slayer. You can throw on Relentless Finisher as well. I'm going to do Giant Slayer. Moving on to shooting badges build. When you have 15 shooting badges, you definitely want your quick draw, range extender, hot zone hunter, green machine, and you can either do difficult shots or deadeye. It's up to you, or volume shooter, whatever you want to do. I think I'm going to do deadeye. Moving on to playmaking badges build. When you have 27 playmaking badges, absolutely insane. That's a lot for a guard. Definitely want your handles for days, quick first step, space creator, unpluckable. I'm going to throw this badge on silver. I feel like silver is really all you need. Now if you want gold or Hall of Fame, go ahead. This is just my personal recommendation. You definitely want floor general or dimer, whatever one you think is better. Ankle breaker, I feel like you might as well. You got so many playmaking badges, might as well throw the badge on, especially if you pick playmaker takeover. Man, you're gonna break so many ankles with this build. Bailout, I think I'm going to recommend throw this badge on gold. Now, 2 upgrades left. I would just say throw on Lob City Passer. If you're playing with a build that can really dunk really good and catch alley-oops, hey, this could be a very good badge setup for you. Moving on to defensive badges build. When you have 8 defensive badges, that's more than enough to play good defense on this game. You definitely want Clamps, Intimidator, Bronze, Chase Down Artist, and I would say either Interceptor. Actually, I think I'm going to throw on Rim Protector. We did upgrade our block a little bit. I feel like it's going to help you out a lot. But that's build number 1, man. Let's get straight into the second build of this video. Moving on to the second build of this video, it's going to be the offensive threat. Make sure you guys make it a shooting guard, and this other stuff does not matter. That's personal preference. Now, moving on to skill breakdown with this build, man, I'm going to recommend you pick the finishing and shooting pie chart. You're going to have Hall of Fame shooting badges and Hall of Fame finishing badges. Moving on to physical profile of this build, man, you can either pick all agility or just the agility. I'm just recommending you pick agility. Moving on to the action span, make sure you guys do just like this so you get the maximum badge as possible. Max out these first 3 stats just like that. And your standing dunk, you want to put this to a 42 so you get 15 finishing badges. Moving on to shooting, max out every single shooting stat so you get 21 shooting badges. Moving on to playmaking, max out pass accuracy, ball handle, and put your post moves to a 55 just like that so you get 14 playmaking badges. Moving on to defense, max out perimeter, lateral, steal, put your block up +4 to a 34, and max out your defensive rebounding, which will allow you to get 6 defensive rebounding badges. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 15 finishing, 21 shooting, 14 playmaking, and 6 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 56 badges for this offensive threat build. Now, yeah, if you make the build a point guard, you're getting 2 extra badges at point guard. You're going to get 58 badges at the point guard. Now, if you want to make it point guard, this is still a really solid build. You're having really good finishing, you got really good shooting, really good playmaking, and you got decent defense. Make sure you guys do make it just like this. Move on to stars demand. Body shit does not matter. I just like making my players burly. If you want to make your players some other way, go ahead. It really doesn't affect anything whatsoever. I'm going to just make it burly. Moving on to the highlights build, you either want to go 6'5" or 6'4". I feel like you might as well go 6'4" with this build because you're not losing anything on your driving dunks, so that's a very good thing. But when you make the build 6'4", you're getting +2 to your ball handle, which is crucial in my opinion, so I'm recommending you make the build 6'4". Moving on to the weight with this build, I'm recommending minimize your weight all the way down to 175 pounds so you get some better acceleration, better vertical, and better lateral quickness. Moving on to the wingspan of this build, I'm recommending minimize it all the way down so you get some better shooting and some better ball handling. They have really good shooting off rip, 84 mid-range, an 83 3-pointer, and an 83 ball handling. Really good stats. Your driving dunk is an 83, really good. Moving on to Takeover this build, man, they can pick whatever takeover you want. There's a wide variety of options here. Like I said, go ahead and pick whatever. Sharpshooter is a good option, slasher or playmaker. I'm just recommending you pick slasher. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built an offensive threat similar to Pete Maravich, Shai, Gilgeous-Alexander, and James Harden. 56 badges. Now we're gonna get straight into the best badges for this build. Like I do in every single of my videos, that's a lot of badges. So I'm gonna show you guys my personal recommendations. Let's put this to 99 overall real quick. Before we move on to finishing badges, let's talk about the driving dunk. You have an 83 driving dunk. All you have to do is hit 96 overall to get the pro contact dunk. So when you hit 97 overall, you'll get the elite and small contact dunk. So keep that in mind. 96 for pro contact dunks and 97 for elite and small. Moving on to finishing badges, 15 finishing badges. You definitely want Hall of Fame contact finisher, fancy fork, and slither finisher. Like I've been doing with the previous builds, these 3 badges have to be on Hall of Fame. They're very overpowered badges. And Giant Slayer, I feel like you gotta have this badge. You're only 6'4". It's gonna be a very nice badge. Moving on to shooting badges build, we have 21 shooting badges. We maxed out every single shooting stat. You definitely want quick draw, range extender, hot zone hunter, green machine. 5 upgrades left. Deadeye is a good badge, so I think I'm gonna throw this badge on silver, or actually I'm gonna just do gold. 2 upgrades left. You can do volume shooter, steady shooter, difficult shots. Now if you're gonna do steady shooter, you're gonna want to take your Deadeye down to silver and do this on gold, because I feel like steady shooter has to be at least gold for it to be really effective. Just throwing that out there for you guys, but personally I think I'm gonna do gold, Deadeye, and silver difficult shots. I feel like these are gonna be the best shooting badges for this build. You want some other badges, change your badges up, do whatever you want to do. Moving on to playmaking badges build, we have 14 playmaking badges. You definitely want your handles for days, quick first step, I would say space creator. Might as well do gold unpluckable, and I'm gonna do silver bailout. I feel like these are the best playmaking badges. Moving on to defensive badges build, we have 6 defensive badges. That's really all you need. My bad, I didn't mean to put box on. You definitely want your gold clamps. Yeah, I'm gonna do gold clamps, silver intimidator, and bronze chase down artist. You want some other badges, change your badges up. But that's build number 2, man. Let's get straight into the final build of this video. Alright, y'all, moving on to the final build of this video. It's going to be the two-way 3-level facilitator, make it a shooting guard. Other stuff does not matter, that's personal preference. Moving on to skill breakdowns build, man. Definitely want to pick the defense and shooting pie chart. You're going to have Hall of Fame shooting badges and Hall of Fame defensive badges. Moving on to physical profile this build, man. I'm going to recommend you pick all agility. If you want some other pie chart, go ahead. This is just my personal recommendation. Moving on to the attributes, man. Make sure you guys do it just like this so you get the maximum badges possible. Max out your close shot, driving layup, and your driving dunk. And put your standing dunk to a 36 so you get 6 finishing badges. Moving on to shooting, max out mid-range, 3-point shot, and your free throw, now your post fade. Put this to a 78, which is 2 points off of max. Moving on to playmaking, max out pass accuracy and your ball handling. Post moves, you're going to want to put this to a 42, so you get 11 playmaking badges. Moving on to defense, max out your perimeter defense, lateral quickness, and the steal, your block. Put this up +4 to a 49, and max out your defensive rebounding just like that. So you get 16 defensive rebounding badges. And you guys can see, here's the build. You get 6 finishing, 18 shooting, 11 playmaking, and 16 defensive rebounding. You can add that up. That's a total of 51 badges for this two-way 3-level facilitator build. Again, this is a very solid build. This is a really good defensive build, the best one out of the ones I've showed you. It can still shoot the ball, decent playmaking, and decent finishing. Move on to service demand. I don't even have to say it. I'm going to pick Burley, but it doesn't matter whatsoever what you pick. I'm going to pick Burley. Moving on to how it's built. I'm recommending you keep the height at 6'5". It's plenty good where it is at. Moving on to weightless build, you definitely want to minimize it all the way down to 175 pounds to get better acceleration, vertical, and lateral quickness. Moving on to wingspan of this build, you could go longer or you could go lower. I'm going to just go one below the default, so you get a 76 ball handle. The reason for that, if you pick the Playmaker or slash or Takeover, gives you a +10 to your ball handling. You need an 86 ball handling to speed boost, so you need that +10. As long as you have the 76 ball handle, you will be able to speed boost in Takeover. Unfortunately, no contact dunks this build, so keep that in mind. 80.7 for the wingspan. Moving on to Takeover's build, man, like I explained, you want to speed boost. Well, we can't get slasher for this build, unfortunately. But if you want to speed boost, you have to pick Playmaker. If you don't care about speed boosting, go ahead and pick lockdown, sharpshooter, or shot creator. But like I said, speed boosting is going to make the build that much more overpowered, so I'm recommending you pick Playmaker. And you guys can see, here's the build. You have built a two-way 3-level facilitator similar to Jaylen Brown, Victor Oladipo, and Richard Hamilton. 51 badges. Now we're going to get straight into the best badges for this build. Like I do in every single one of my videos, I'm going to show you guys the best badges. Put this to 9 at overall real quick. Like I stated earlier, no contact dunks was built, unfortunately. Finishing badges, you definitely want contact finisher, fancy fork, and silver finish. Those 3 badges have to be on silver. I decided to silver to space it out pretty evenly. Moving on to shooting badges build, you have 18 shooting badges. All you really need, you got Hall of Fame badges. You definitely want quick draw, range extender, hot zone hunter, green machine. Actually, instead of doing Hall of Fame green machine, I'm gonna do gold green machine and gold deadeye just to space it out more evenly. This is what I'm gonna do personally. Moving on to playmaking badges build, you have 11 playmaking badges. You definitely want your handles for days, quick first step, space creator, and I would just do silver unpluckable. Moving on to defensive rebounding badges for this build, you got 16, more than enough to play good defense. You definitely want Hall of Fame clamps, Hall of Fame intimidator, bronze chase down artist. We do have a max steal, so definitely take advantage of that. Throw it on silver interceptor. Pickpocket, you could throw the badge on, but personally I feel like pickpocket doesn't really work that good in this game. If you think it does, go ahead and throw the badge on. We did upgrade our block a little bit, so I'm going to just throw on bronze rim protector. Actually, I might take that off, but yeah, no, I'm going to just leave it on. Now, we did max out our defensive rebounding, so you might as well throw on rebound chase. So you could go bronze or silver. I'm going to just do bronze, and I'm going to just do gold pogo stick. I feel like these are going to be the best defensive rebounding badges for this build. You want some other badges? Like I said in every single video, change the badges up, do whatever you want to do. But that's pretty much it, man. That's the top 3 best shooting guard builds as of patch 14 in NBA 2K20. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, man, make sure you guys do the like button, subscribe. So after this video, we covered the top 3 point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, and centers. All I have to do now is just power forwards. I know people are waiting for that video. Trust me, I will get it to you as soon as possible before 2K21 comes out for sure. And once again, I'll say it one last time, these videos do take a long time to make, so I'm making this sort of content for you guys, man. So if you can show your appreciation by hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and hitting the notification bell, it would really mean a lot and give me motivation to keep making this sort of content for you guys. But that's pretty much it, man. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Until next time, clutch out.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies, and they wanna act like they friends with me.